This is my Gsxr750 buggy. I have everything on it. This is the front. It used to be a Yerf dog. Came with the Yerf dog to what is that? The Tecumseh engine in it. It came originally as a little go-kart. I modified it, put double suspension, got headlights, low profile indicators on both sides. I got my mirrors. I got the battery there, steering, my shifter. I got the shifter, everything from the bike, the start. I got the stop switch, the start, the horn, the headlight buttons, everything works. The battery's not hooked up because I don't want it to drain the battery. Everything is hooked up. This is the back. I have the engine, the entire engine. I had to extend the chassis. I have the horn. Everything works. I had to extend the chassis to fit it. The original go-kart, the chassis ended here. The chassis ended here. I had to extend it to fit the engine and the axle. I have my shifter rod here. Shifts from the front. I use the shocks from the bike. I use the shocks on the bike on the back. It rides pretty good, really firm. My homemade gas tank. This is just a regular gas container. I turn it into a gas tank. You can see what I have going on. I have my reverse. This is I use a starter. You can see it down there. I use it with a flywheel for my reverse. I also use the two brake calipers from the front of the bike. Those are my only brakes that I have. I can't really fit any brakes in the front without buying expensive adapters and stuff, which I really don't want to spend that kind of money into it. My exhaust. Go to the other side. I have my radiator hooked up. I have to change these tires. These tires are basically lawnmower tires. They're good for now, but I want to change them to like golf cart street legal tires. I mean, this is not street legal, but I'm sure those are stronger tires. I have my reservoir. I have extra shock that I got from off of another bike at the junkyard. I got it off of a Yamaha, I think it was. See my braces for the engine. The muffler comes on there. Brake, everything on it works. Everything works 100%. I have my rear brake light, not low profile indicators again on both sides. One over there, one over here. This roof I put on before I did all this modification. I just left it there. So that's it. This thing it runs, it rides everything. I just gotta hook up the battery. I don't feel like doing it right now. But this thing runs. This thing is fast. This thing is like really fast. I could only hit one gear because I can't really ride it on the street. They don't allow it in this shithole community that I live in. It's one of those gated communities. So I don't really ride it. I just go up the block, like go one block up. I only could hit one gear. I can't go two gears. I don't have any room. I run out of room. So yeah, this thing is pretty badass. I built this all in my garage. I set my garage and I built this. Yeah, this thing runs great. It's a shot of it from the back. Everything, all this whole thing in the back is built from scratch. Everything in the back was built from scratch. The only thing that's original on this right now that came with the cart is up to this point, because it stops right here. This is where the original cart stops and go around. This is all was there. Everything from the bottom, all the bottom pieces I built. I bought metal at the metal shop and I built them myself. So yeah, this thing is pretty badass. I got everything hooked up, the speedometer hooked up. Everything works on it. Shifter works, brake. I have my gas over there to the right. That's my gas. That's my brake, and this is my clutch that I took off my son's old bike. That's the pedal. I use that. This thing is pretty sturdy. You could fit 2 people in it, and it doesn't, you know, I'm like 200 pounds, and you could fit 2 people in this. My weight, my size, comfortable. I fit pretty comfortable in it. You know, I sit in it pretty comfortable, change the gears, everything. Only thing I need to do really right now is I want to put some wheel guards over it, because when I ride it, you can see it splashes up mud and dirt, and this is the rectifier regulator. See, it splashes up mud everywhere. I was driving it the other day outside, and it was pretty raining and snowing. Well, it wasn't raining, it wasn't snowing, it was just rain. It was just raining, and all the ice was melting. I gave it a little ride up the block. You see, it got pretty messy. So yeah, I want to put some wheel covers over the back wheels at least, so the mud doesn't go flying everywhere, or dirt or whatever. Oh yeah, it has power commander. This is, by the way, this is a 2000 Suzuki Gsxr750. I bought this motor from a guy off of Marketplace. Motor was no good. He told me the motor was good. His motor was, he said it was sitting for about 2 years. It had water in it and everything. And I ended up buying a new block, new pistons. I just used back the head because the head was good and all the electronical parts. But the whole bottom part, the whole block for the cylinders and pistons, I had to buy and rebuild it. And yeah, it runs good. If you guys, anybody out there have any questions, need help building one, have any questions, I'll help you out. Just send me a message and I'll answer your questions. This is it. Hopefully when it gets a little warmer, I could run it up and down the street when everybody is, in. Hopefully they'll think it's a motorcycle, because trust me, this thing sounds exactly as, it is a motorcycle and it sounds exactly like a motorcycle, so they probably won't know the difference. So, hopefully when it gets warm I could enjoy it, because it really sucks if I just have to leave it here and not do anything with it. Yeah, this is it right here. This thing is a beast. All homemade. Did this all by myself. Thanks y'all. Peace out.